Welcome to Chrisman Garage. We got us a 03 Sequoia, maybe, with a 4.7 V8 engine in it. We got to put valve cover gaskets on it. We got another leak down the bottom. We're going to see if we can fix all those together. So, come on in, I'll show you all what's going on. All right, well, look down in here, you can see that old valve covers are leaking, but we've got another leak way down here. You see how she's really wet down there. Yep, so we're gonna work on that. I think it might be a line or maybe that oil filter adapter. Something's leaking down there. We're gonna work on that, but we're gonna work on this side. Shouldn't be too bad, so bring you all along for the ride, and thank you all for watching. We'll start by taking a few of these covers off. Okay. Unplug all these coil packs. Yep.
Already shot your intro?
Yeah. We're gonna have to replace on that hose. She has gone to the bad. What do you think? Put you break right off. Look at that.
Is that supposed to be a hose?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a hose. And I bet you they're hard as boomer nickel. I guarantee they are.
Oh, they feel like they are.
What, did it break off?
No, but they will before you get them out.
Yeah, I bet you they'll break.
Look, that one's already cracked.
Look at that. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I would say that that seal is going to the bad. Sure, look how brittle they are. Look, watch.
Part of it's still in there, ain't it?
Yeah. Ooh, look how brittle these things are. Watch this. This is supposed to be a rubber seal. You think it's going to the bed? I bet you I can break it out. Yep, there she goes. That's a good. She good for another 100,000 probably, actually.
Yeah, could control it.
That's crazy, isn't it? We might be able to bend them up out of the way and then fold them back down. Let me right, we got these new rubber, I guess they're coil pack seals. They go in there's 4 in each valve cover, and we're just bending these tabs up out of the way. But you see it just bends right out of the way, and we'll show y'all how this works. Make sure you ain't got no pieces of old seal down in there. We did have one that had a piece of old seal down in there. Make sure you clean it out good. Ain't got no oil. We've already cleaned this valve cover. Now these seals go in this direction, because your coil pack, when you set the valve cover on, your coil pack's got to go through this way. So if you did it this way, it'd probably just push it out. You would never get it in there. But that's the way they are from the factory. But we're just gonna set them down in here like so. And you may even be able to push them in there with your fingers, but we're gonna tap them home here. We got this is a 1¼ inch socket. And we're just gonna do a little tappy on there. And I'm just going around in a circle kind of. And as you can see, once it's down in there flush, she don't go nowhere. She just goes till she bottoms out. We'll do all of them that way. Looks good. And then after you get that down, after you get the things down, you just go back and we take the ball side of the hammer or the other side, it don't matter, and are flattening those little things back down in there. I don't know that it actually needs those tabs or not, but hey, they were factory, so we're gonna put them back. Sorry fellas, I know this isn't strawberry grease, but you know, what's it taste like?
Vanilla.
This is vanilla grease.
A little bit like butterscotch.
Butterscotch. This is the old butterscotch grease. We're gonna put some of that on there. This is just so we know that when we stick her down on there, that she'll slide right in place like she needs to. Now after you've got your old gasket out, we've already cleaned this one up. Like I said, I think these are gonna be different, but this one appears to be the right one. She just sits down in this groove like this. Real easy. How it goes. She just sticks right down in there. And I think these are different from side to side. I wonder if was this one the same?
They have to be different because of that.
Yeah, they're different for sure. See that? So this is for the other side. So, yeah. There you have it. All right, we've tried a bunch of different ways to get these things off. We're gonna try on this. You clamp on the old piece there. Let's see. Look at that. We've tried a bunch of different ways. This by far is the easiest way. My son Trace figured this out. Thank you, Trace. Oh, that's a new one. Yep. Yes. All right, after you get everything cleaned up, I like to dab a little bit of high torque silicone in the corners here, like that. Dab a little bit across those half moon pieces back here. Like that. Make sure your gasket's pushed in real good all the way around like that. Make sure everything's out of the way. We're gonna ease down in there. Real gentle like. And remember, you got to go straight down over the spark plug holes. So once we get lined up, boop, just like that. So you just sit down over the spark plug holes. Then you take your new bolts, as you put the new washers on. Start all your new bolts. Should be 9 of them, 4 down either side, and 1 right up here in the front. This is easier than the when a front wheel drive V6, because the front wheel drive V6, you gotta take the intake and all that stuff off. This here, just a few bolts off either side. Once I got them all started, I always try to go in kind of a crisscross circle pattern, kind of like you're torquing a head. Once you get all your bolts tight, then you can go back with your coil packs. And I've put some dielectric grease in the end of all these. Biggest thing is you want to make sure that the little rubber piece, it sits underneath 2 little bumps on either side of the coil pack. Make sure that goes in so it seals up like it's supposed to on the top of the valve cover. So they all slide in. Just like that. And these bolts that had the steel washer on them, hold them in place. These don't have to be extremely tight. Just tight enough where they ain't gonna back out. Then these plug back up. big one. Sometimes you got to chew on it for a little while. All right, we got the valve covers on. It wasn't too bad. We replaced a bunch of vacuum lines and stuff in the process of all that stuff just cracking and breaking where it just got so much brittle. Check this out. Yep. Look at that. Whole basket full of vacuum lines that have gone to the bad, and we replaced on all that stuff. So hopefully we won't have no vacuum leak. We've got another oil leak down bottom. You can't, when you fix an oil leak, you got to start at the top and work your way down, because if you start at the bottom, you don't know if you got it fixed or not, because obviously the oil leak from the top is going to run down. So we started with the highest thing up on the motor, which was the valve covers, probably one of the most aggravating, hopefully. And we're going to get down there. We got something leaking down here around the oil filter. When we find out what that is, I'll let y'all know. All right, if I had to make a guess, I would say that most of our oil leak is coming from right around here. Looks like it's on this adapter for the oil filter. See, we've got all this up here appeared to be coming from the valve cover. We've got it fixed, so we're going to clean that up. Hopefully that'll stay away. But all this right here is coming from this oil filter, so we've got a couple lines here. We're gonna see if we can take care of business. All right, this is the bracket that comes off the side of the block. This crazy looking figure 8 O-ring goes to the block. It comes off of the block. This little bracket sets up over top. This thing, yeah, like right about here somehow, like this, and kind of holds it on too. This piece is like a, must be some type of oil cooler. It sits on this little tab here. This bolt goes through the center of it, holds it together, tightens up on here. Like I said, so it's got a gasket here, and this gasket right here. This O-ring is so brittle and so hard, I'm trying to dig it out. I got a new one of these. This one was broke too. I got a new one of those right there. We're gonna put it in. If we can get all this sealed up good, I think we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, get it back together, and I'll get back with y'all. All right, we got the valve covers changed. We got the little O-ring on the oil filter adapter fixed. I just went out there and I pressure washed on it. And I'm gonna change the oil in it now. I think we may have got most of it fixed. Time will tell. So, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. And y'all remember, till next time, if she's giving trouble, she's probably going to the bank.